Hello, this is Mark Smithers, and I want to do a quick video lecture on adding integers of different signs and the same sign. So adding integers, different signs, same signs. So the rule is if it's the same sign, then you sum. Okay? If they're different signs, then you subtract their values and you keep the sign that has the greater absolute value. So let's look at this first one right here. We notice we have a -2 plus 7. Okay. So those are what? Those are different signs. Or if they're different signs, then you subtract their value. So I'm going to do a 7 minus 2 just in my head. So what's 7 minus 2? Well, 7 minus 2 is 5. So I'm going to write down a 5. Okay. Now, which one had the greater absolute value? Was it the -2 or the 7? It was the 7. Well, since the sign of the 7, okay, is positive, then your answer will be positive. This is only when we're adding, subtracting integers of different signs. Now, don't get this mixed up when you're multiplying and dividing. You got different rules there. So this is adding, subtracting integers of the same sign. Let's look at the next one. 2 minus 7. I'm going to rewrite that by adding a line and changing the sign to make that 2 plus a -7. Notice I added 2 lines. So anytime you add a line and change the sign, you make sure you add 2 lines. Don't just add 1. If you add just 1 line, you're going to get the wrong thing. So now we got 2 plus -7. So once again, these are what? Different signs. When they're different signs, you subtract their values, and then you keep the sign of the greater absolute value. Okay, now we got a 2 and a 7. Okay, they're different signs, so we're going to track their values again. Well, what is it? Well, it's 5 again, right? Because 7 minus 2 is 5. So I'm going to write down a 5. Now, which one had the greater absolute value? Was it the 2 or the -7? It was the -7. Well, since the -7 had the greater absolute value, then that's the sign that I'm going to have here. Okay, makes sense? Let's move on. How about this one over here? We got a -2 minus 7. I'm going to add a line, change a sign here. Make sure you're adding 2 lines, don't just add 1 line. So now we got a -2 minus 7. So what is -2, plus -7? Those are what? Same signs. When they're the same signs, we sum. Okay, so 2 plus 7 gives us what? 9. Both of these were negatives, and we're just summing, so the sign should not change, so your answer is -9. Makes sense? Let's move on. 2 plus 7. What's 2 plus 7? 9. This is a +2 and a +7. We're summing, so when it's the same sign, we sum, so we summed, and the sign should not change. So since both of these were positive, the answer is positive. Okay, so this concludes my video lecture on adding and subtracting integers of different signs. You can look me up online, www.supergenius99.com. Thank you for watching.